Well, it was actually an eventful morning out here. We watched Shedeur Sanders participate in individual drills, but after those drills, or midway through those drills, he reported to the Browns that he was having arm soreness, and he was shut down from throwing for the rest of the day. He did some sprints a little bit after practice, but just in terms of throwing, he was done for the day.
Shedeur Sanders, for the first time, missed team reps during the training session due to arm soreness. Rather than pushing through the pain, he took the responsible route, informing management about his condition. The team staff, prioritizing long-term health over short-term gains, decided not to risk him, but in the wake, including some to wide-open receivers. At times, it looked like he couldn't even find his rhythm. Let's take a closer look at one of those plays. At one point during today's practice, Dillon Gabriel dropped back, clearly trying to reset and get a clearer look downfield. But as he scanned the field, something was off. He hesitated, couldn't locate his target, and ultimately forced the throw. The result? A bad interception. What made it worse was that he didn't even see the defenders sneaking into the passing lane. It was the kind of mistake you'd expect from a rookie still adjusting, not someone who's supposed to be taking first-team reps. These kinds of moments only add fuel to the fire when it comes to the question, why is Gabriel getting prioritized over Shedeur right now? And that wasn't the only mistake of the day. Let's take a look at this play. Here's the thing. The play was right there for Dillon Gabriel to make. The opposing defense had collapsed the pocket, and everyone was caught in a tight huddle near the middle. The entire left flank was wide open. All Dillon had to do was roll out, use his legs, and maybe even hit his wide receiver in stride. But instead, he panicked. He forced a throw straight into the defensive line, no angle, no awareness, and just like that, it was a turnover. It wasn't just a bad decision, it was a complete miss on basic field vision. And here's the Sanders, like a responsible athlete, did the right thing by reporting his discomfort to the team staff and choosing not to risk further injury. He's set to undergo an examination of his arm, and if necessary, an MRI. But one thing's for sure, he's determined to join the team on Monday, ready to get back to work. And after today's performance from Dillon Gabriel, it's clear. Shedeur is absolutely going to take first-team reps when he's back. There's no way around it. Gabriel's struggles have only highlighted what was already becoming evident. Sanders' poise, decision-making, and overall command of the offense make him the clear choice for the starting role moving forward.
As far as Shedeur Sanders is concerned, he will be examined this afternoon, and if that exam warrants it, he'll have an MRI after that. But I think it's significant that he's self-reporting because these guys do not want to miss a rep. This is a dog-eat-dog four-way competition that they're in right now, and no one wants to step out of there and lose any ground.
Dillon Gabriel had a golden opportunity. The runner broke free. Wide open, perfect route, no defender in sight. Dillon had a clean pocket and full vision of the play unfolding. All he had to do was deliver a simple, well-timed throw with the right touch, but instead, he panicked again. The ball came out awkwardly, too low and off target, slipping right through the hands of the struggling receiver. Another wasted play also weighed in on Dillon Gabriel's performance, and he didn't hold back. While he acknowledged Gabriel's raw potential and occasional flashes of composure, Wright pointed to one undeniable factor: his size. He made it clear that, while Gabriel can't control his stature, it's a serious limitation at the professional level. In his words, it's just not enough to elevate him into a true starting role in the NFL. Wright didn't stop there. He went as far as to say that Gabriel will never be the future quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. With the way things are shaping up, it's hard to argue with that assessment. The raw potential may be there, but at this point, It seems like Gabriel is falling short in every way that counts.
Gabriel, who through no fault of his own, commits one of my cardinal sins of quarterbacking, which is he's tiny.
On the other hand, Chris Broussard also weighed in, urging the Browns to take a serious look at what Shedeur Sanders could bring to the table this season. Broussard didn't hold back, calling for the Browns to give Sanders a chance in real game situations and let him prove what he could do. According to Broussard, if Shedeur shows even a fraction of what he's capable of, he could very well be the franchise quarterback Cleveland's been desperately searching for. While Dillon Gabriel seems to be losing his grip on the opportunity, Shedeur Sanders, just a day before yesterday, was clearly ahead at every turn during training. And it wasn't just about the stats, even though his numbers were solid. It was everything else: his command of the huddle, his poise at the line, the way he read the defense and adjusted on the fly. Shedeur looked like a true leader out there. He was sharp on every rep, making quick, smart decisions, and staying cool under pressure. Exactly the kind of traits you want in your starting quarterback. It felt like he was in complete control, guiding the offense with precision. But what really sets Shedeur Sanders apart isn't just what he does on the field, it's how he thinks. His mindset is on a different level. In his own words, Shedeur isn't trying to be some ripped-up quarterback chasing wins at any cost, especially when those wins aren't earned. That's not who he is. Instead, he approaches pressure with a calm, grounded mentality. "I remind myself to find the goodness in small things," he said. It's a simple outlook, but one that keeps him focused, centered, and mentally sharp. He knows he's living the dream, doing what he loves, on the path he's always envisioned. And just by recognizing that, he's able to stay balanced and remove the weight that comes with high expectations.
I'd definitely say you just gotta find the good in things. So, every day is a consistent journey, it's a consistent battle. But I feel like I'm handling everything the way I'm supposed to.
Shedeur Sanders' arm soreness, keeping him off the field for a brief period, has inadvertently exposed Dillon Gabriel's inconsistency in a way no one could have anticipated. With Sanders sidelined, the focus shifted to Gabriel, and unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize on the opportunity. Rather than stepping up as the leader, he showed a lack of composure, missing easy throws, panicking under pressure, and forcing ill-advised passes. In a handful of reps, Gabriel's struggles were evident. A simple, well-timed throw became an erratic pass, missing even wide-open receivers. He failed to read defenses effectively, leading to turnovers and bad decisions. These repeated missteps have raised serious questions about his readiness to take on a starting role, especially with a talent like Sanders waiting in the wings. Meanwhile, Sanders, despite dealing with arm soreness, has shown exactly why he's viewed as the future of the franchise. His calm, focused mindset, leadership, and poise under pressure set him apart from Gabriel. Sanders' ability to remain grounded while handling the pressures of being the potential starting quarterback highlights his mental maturity and readiness. With Gabriel on the flip side, how much more proof do we need to see that Shedeur Sanders is the future of this team? Given his leadership, mental maturity, and poise, should the Browns make the move to give him the starting role now, or should they wait for more? What would you do if you were in the Browns' shoes? Let's hear your thoughts.